What's good with y'all, man? So listen up, man. We got a problem. We got a major problem. A lot of you guys know about this. A lot of you guys are experiencing this. And you know, I know a lot of women probably clicking on this video. A lot of women don't comment. Some do comment, right? Leave your opinion or whatever it is. That's cool. Whether or not you posting negativity or positivity, the truth is the truth. Right? Facts are being spoken. Your feelings might be hurt, but I'm not joking. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's like, really though, modern women, it's a big issue going on. It's a big issue going on. And, you know, y'all ain't seeing it because y'all aren't in the men's shoes. Right? And at the end of the day, y'all got to realize something. If you aren't willing to put your ego to the side, this is the major problem that a lot of these women have. Y'all got these super big ass egos, super big. All of y'all is apparently queens. All of y'all are not queens. All right. There are some queens out there. Okay. It's some good women out there. It's some worthy women out there. I'm sure, but they are far and few between. It's a big ass disappointment in today's age. The modern woman is absolutely disappointing. It's disappointing. You can't even be considered a queen until you were a king. That's when you get upgraded to that status. You don't just come out, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. That's not how it works. You can't be a queen and you booty shaking on the pole for money. That's not how it goes. And what's crazy is, like, women, listen, man, this OnlyFans stuff, you know, all these simps out here, these little weak beta males, those are the guys that make y'all feel empowered. Those are the guys that make y'all feel like y'all should be able to do any and everything and still be respected. Well, let me tell you something. You're not finna get no respect from a real man that's really about his shit. A real man that's on his mission. A real man that's about his business, that's about action. He ain't looking for no little diva that thinks she's entitled to everything and deserves a Birkin bag just because she got a hole between her legs. That's not how it go. It's real men out here actually looking for partners that get betrayed, and then they sit there crying and stuff because, hey, they thought they gave this chick the world and she still abused it. She still didn't appreciate it. She still didn't respect them. Right? That's what that's what most is going on, if you asking me. And a lot of y'all women choose the wrong men in general. Like, y'all complain about the men, but y'all the ones choosing the wrong ones in the first place. Whose fault is that? Last time I checked, it's not his fault. Check this out. So I made a video about Cardi B and, you know, a situation she had. Made a video about Saweetie and the situation she had with asking for the Birkin from Quavo, recent shit with Saweetie and Quavo. To be real with you, I don't give a damn about none of them people. I don't give a damn about, and you know why? Because they don't do nothing for my pockets. They don't do nothing for me. Personally, I don't give a damn. I don't do my research on them. What I do know about Cardi B, though, she was a stripper. So when I mention that in the video, these women are going to come at me like, oh, how do you not respect her? She's a rapper. She's this. No. She's a stripper because she became a stripper. So since you was a stripper, you known to me as a stripper. You feel me? You still parade yourself around like that. So that's what you known as. So you don't get no respect from me. Modern women think it's okay to hoe around and not be seen as a hoe. You think you deserve to not be seen as a hoe for being a hoe. And then on top of that, you want to be treated like a queen, but you still a hoe. How does this stuff add up? When does it come a point where you are held accountable for your actions? If modern women were held accountable for their actions, a lot more of y'all would be considered hoes. A lot more of y'all would not be worthy of the title of a queen or a real woman, or however feminism got y'all boosted up on y'all little egotistical pedestals that y'all got, which is complete bull. And if I see it, best believe I'm coming with a sledgehammer and knocking it all down. That's just how it is. You feel me? Do what you do, but don't expect to be respected for it. If you want to be out here in these streets, I'm going to treat you like you on the streets. And that's it. I call it how I see it. You can't get mad at somebody for treating you the way that you treat yourself. You expose your body for everybody to see. There is no secrets. Victoria's Secret has been exposed, right? So you expect the man that you with to really value you as a queen, but you show your body to everybody. The goodies are exposed. Where's the privacy? Where's that at? The model woman thinks she should be able to show her complete naked body, and that's giving her power. That's making her feel empowered. Y'all are delusional. You're delusional. That is devaluing yourself. In this world, men are seen as success objects, women as beauty objects. So you're exposing all your goodies for little to no value for real, and then expecting to really still have, you think you're still entitled to your knight in shining armor, which you might get him, but he gonna come with a big ass simp stamp on his damn forehead, and you're not gonna be attracted to him because of that, because he's weak. You're not really gonna be in your nature. You aren't attracted to that. In your nature, you want a real man that's gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. But you're not finna get that unless you respect yourself for real, take accountability for your actions, right? And stop trying to, hop on this little ego, social media feminism bullshit wave that's going on. Y'all got to get over that. Side note, follow your boy on IG. Just got verified, you feel me? New IG, old one got deleted. Check me out, all right? I'm posting a bunch of inspirational, all kinds of motivational type of stuff on the daily. That's how I do it. Alpha Male Leader Program, link in description. Click on that motherfucker. Click on it. In my opinion, a lot of these women are missing leadership. And it's a lot of things that have, I'm not even, and just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying all women are like this, model women. There are still some of them out there that really still value themselves. And I know it is, but like I said, far and few between. So if the shoe fits, you got to wear it, right? Don't come at me. Don't get mad at me. Look at yourself. Measure yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. When you put your head to sleep, think about your actions and be like, you know what? Did I act like this? Did I act like this? Do I really deserve this? Because the expectations that you have on men today and what you bring to the table don't even add up. It don't add up. If it was on a scale of what you expect of men, this shit would be all the way off. It's off the screen. You see, it's off the screen. And what y'all bring to the table is literally off the screen. Like, you feel me? The weight that you put on men with what you expect from men is so heavy compared to what you even bring to the table and also what's expected of you. Barely anything. Barely anything. Right? So, and that causes a lot of women to feel like they don't need to do anything. Right? That makes women feel like, okay, well, I'm already entitled to this stuff, but that's going to have to change. Right? That's going to have to change. This is the issue with modern women. They don't want to change. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to try to fix their mistakes. They don't own up to anything. They don't own up to anything. You won't get that leader, that king that you need, that you want, and you definitely need it. And you definitely want it if it's the right kind of king, right? You're not going to get him unless you're able to take a step back from your feelings and your ego and be like, you know what? Let me work on myself. Let me bring some things to the table for this man, right? Let me do this and that for him to show him that I'm worthy of him. And it's got to be done. It's got to be done. and I do like my independent women, right? The young professional women. I've only guys, at least the last 4 years, I would say, of my life, at least the last 4 years. I'm 27. I've dealt with mostly young professional women that got their own, right? They make good money, at least like 70 grand or something themselves, young professional women. That's what I like. That's what I like. But they ain't never been, and this is for the women that are like that. Hey, it's one thing to have respect for each other's independency, right? But you don't want to ever let that go to your head to where you acting all masculine and all this and that. Now, part of that is on the man. If he acting feminine, of course she gonna be starting acting masculine, right? Well, he just need to master his, you know what I'm saying, masculine energy, his frame. And then she won't be acting like that. But at the same time, we got women who feel like they're a little too independent, feel like they a little too empowered based off of that, right? To make it seem like they don't need a man. Well, that's going to catch up to you. Trust me, it's going to catch up to you. Trust me. The clock is still ticking. And as the clock ticks, a man's value is only going up. If he's really busting his ass on his grind, it's only going up. Yours will go up too, but you ain't got longevity like men, to be real with you. So you can't be full of yourself. You can't think that your shit don't stink all the way up until you 35, 40. Cause I'm tell you, you finna be adopting a bunch of cats. You feel me? You finna be adopting a bunch of cats. You finna be the next cat lady on that Meow Mix commercial. I'm telling you. You're gonna be lonely as hell. Don't let your ego go crazy. Most modern women's ego is out of this world. Drop the ego. Don't give yourself up to all these kinds of guys, and you won't get treated like a hoe. It's plain and simple. It's really not that hard. It's not that hard. It's just women don't want to feel like they're being like told what to do. I don't know what it is. A lot of y'all just have childish mentalities. That's really what, at the end of the day, if you got a childish mentality, and own up to it. Do you? Are you freaking 29 years old still trying to go out every night and party? Get your damn life together. The dating game is crazy today. I think these channels, red pill channels, just channels about just, this stuff in general, female nature, etc. This is all based off of modern women. This is all based off of, the men's frustration, etc. Whatever you want to throw in there. All kinds of guys got different issues. Some guys can't get no girls, right? Some guys in the Sahara Desert because they ain't seen pussy in years. Some guys can't stop simping. Pick your poison. But what's known is this dating game is absolutely trash and it's only going to get worse. You feel me? So we got guys, hey, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for some of y'all women to wake. The modern woman needs to wake up, take some accountability, and respect themselves the right way more. And then you will attract the kind of energy that you put out. And that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be.
What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter ask me, what if you tell a girl to come to you? Now, guys, this can be on two folds, right? Now, he was talking about sitting on the couch, or let's say sitting on the bed and watching TV, and you say, hey, come over here next to me. All right, but this also can go for if you see a woman at the grocery store or at the club or a social setting. You can say, that was me back in the day. You know what that's code for, right? When you tell a girl this right here, right? That's code for I don't got enough balls to come over there and approach you like a man, so That's what that means right there. I used to do that back in the day, and actually, I'll still do it now if I see a girl like staring real hard, like showing real high interest or something, like I catch her like choosing real hard or something like that. I'll do it right now because if she choosing. If you don't see a girl choosing, I don't advise you to do that, all right? Because it can be considered as low confidence. But if you see a girl that just like throwing, like staring, like smiling and just doing obvious, just say, hey. And she'll come. All right, she'll trip getting out the damn seat to get over there. That's the only time I advocate doing that right now. It is a good tool, but only do that if the woman is choosing hard. If she's not choosing and and she glance at you and you tell her to come here right quick, more than likely, she gonna tell you to come to her. All right. So first off, guys, I want to get you guys in a social setting. If you see a woman that you like, if she ain't choosing, go up and approach her. All right. Show your fucking confidence, guys. Showing your confidence is always gonna be your best asset. A woman could, theoretically, guys, you could be in a club, right? And let's say a woman do like a slight choosing signal or something. Let's say she just do like, you standing over there and she just look like this for like 3 seconds choosing. And she chose you like that. That's choosing, guys. She do this right here. Like make that lock that eye contact. Now she ain't gonna goddamn start, sweating and sticking out her tongue. Yeah, y'all guys, y'all pull out my fucking book in the club and try to see, was that a choosing signal? The woman ain't gonna do all that. But what she will do is she'll give you that little eye contact for a split second. And then the next thing you doing is you right up there and you're approaching her. Now, this don't mean she won't reject your ass. She still reject your ass. But if you was like somewhat, she find you somewhat attraction, that confidence, man, that swagger, that boldness, I'm telling you guys, it can go and put it up there. So y'all guys got to understand that confidence is always attractive to women. Walking up and approaching a woman, it's just women can appreciate. And I've heard women say this on videos. Women can appreciate the balls it takes to walk up and approach them. They do, guys. So you get a big boost. That's like 2 points added to whatever your appearance is right there. Unfortunately, some of you motherfuckers might be like a 3 or 4 to the woman, and the confidence that it took you make the approach ain't enough to raise it to where it need to be. All right. So that's why you still get rejected. But like if she saw you as like a 5 and you did that shit, oh, you might be a 7 now. Unfortunately, she might see you as a 3 or a 2, and now you only a 4 or 5, and so it don't really mean shit. But getting back to the topic, the main topic of sitting on the couch and telling the woman to come to you, watching TV, guys, y'all guys got to understand this right here. Women only understand strength. That's all they fucking know. They don't know nothing else. Now, first thing you need to think about is, why is she doing this? Because this could not just be a shit test, guys. It could be a shit test, but just understand, it's amazing how, you ever notice why some women shit test you and others don't? It goes to their attraction level, guys. It goes to their respect and attraction level, right? So if she's shit testing you, then just understand you showing weakness. You've been showing weakness. That's why she's testing you. And now you think going to her is going to increase it. I want you to just think about what the fuck I said now. Women shit test you if they think you, weak. They don't test Pookie and Ray Ray, but they testing you. So now you finna go over there to her and you think that that's going to raise her attraction. I want you to just think about that now. So the only ground you got is to hold your ground, and she won't come to you and you hold firm. What you guys do is you get fucking impatient. Because see, what women will do is, this is what women do, guys. Women will test your patience and shit like this. You know how when you come in there and you started making your move on them and stuff and they stop you, they start testing your fucking patience. And by testing your patience, guys, what is a woman doing? She's testing your fucking confidence. When you text a woman and a woman reply 4 hours later, 3 hours later, what she's doing? She's testing your patience. Why? Because if to test a man's patience, you test his confidence. Unconfident motherfuckers, if you wait 3-4 hours to respond to their text, what they gonna do in an hour? Hey, did you get my last text? So a woman is always gonna test your patience because it shows the confidence you have in yourself. If a woman starts just putting up a little resistance, the unconfident motherfuckers, what he does, guys, is he takes his past bad experiences and he put it in this situation. That's what a lot of you guys do. You take your past failures with women and you carry it from one relationship or one dating experience to the next dating experience. So if the last woman reject you, see, I knew she wasn't going to like me either. And that's all a woman got to do is test your patience to test your confidence. That's all she got to do. If a woman wait 3 hours to respond to your text, what you going to do? See, she rejected me too, just like all those other bitches. They rejected me, now she rejected. That's all they do. All they ever do is reject me. That's all a woman got to do. So you got to understand she's probably testing your patience just to see. That's a good way to test your confidence. Which is all the shit test is. The next thing y'all guys got to look at is she could just be a masculine ass bitch. Now, if she's a masculine ass bitch, you ain't gonna fuck no masculine ass woman. And understand that a woman might be masculine with you, but feminine with somebody else. So why she's masculine with you? That's her attraction level. All right. Whenever y'all around a woman that's acting masculine, any of you guys that's in a fucking relationship and the bitch walking around throwing shit, throwing tantrums and shit like this here, her attraction level is very low at that point. So you ain't gonna be doing no fucking no one. Wait, listen. First of all, for all you guys that are beta male providers and you fucking these masculine ass bitches, masculine pussy ain't good pussy. Y'all ever fucked a masculine ass bitch before? I fucked a bitch that had low interest in me before. Like I told you guys, every woman I fucked in my life don't look at me as alpha male. Y'all ever look down at a bitch face that was masculine that you was fucking? You ever look down at that bitch? You be fucking that bitch and you look down at that bitch looking like this here? Like fucking Mr. T? You don't want no masculine pussy. Masculine pussy ain't good wet pussy. It's that old dry, hag ass pussy. You want good moist pussy. That only happens when a woman is really into you. A lot of you guys, if you with a woman, you like, damn, this bitch dry in the motherfucker. That's her attraction level, motherfucker. That's her attraction level. She'll be dripping wet for somebody. And it's not all physical. Y'all go right to, well, see, I'm ugly. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's your personality, the way you fucking act, the way you carry yourself. If she's with you and you met her minimum attraction level, attraction goes right out. Guys, as far as attraction go, guys, as long as you meet her minimum attraction level, everything else goes out the window. If a woman sees you as a 5, it does no different than she saw you as a 10. From now, it's just personality. That's it. You just want to get your fucking foot in the door. All that matters is, could I fuck him? After that, it's all personality. That's it. It's all personality. Once a woman get to know you, if a woman sees you as a 5 and she started getting to know you, within 3 months, that woman will be looking at you as a 10. I had a girlfriend before tell me that she didn't know what she saw in her ex. She said, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That's because now that she had done fell out of love, it's like all the flowers come off the goddamn stem. Now you see what you really got. But when you was crazy in love, the motherfucker looked like the most gorgeous motherfucker in the world. And that's how it is with you. For any of you guys as a 5 to a woman, once she starts getting attached, she starts looking at you as the most beautiful thing in the fucking world. So you don't want to be getting no masculine pussy no way if she's a masculine girl. So in order to get some good pussy, you got to get her out that masculine energy. You think by submitting to her, going over to her, is going to get her to submit. You just showing more weakness, which is going to put her more in her masculine. So do y'all guys understand that? So at the end of the day, the only chance you got is to hold ground. And y'all guys got to understand something about this shit I teach you. Because I think a lot of you guys think this shit is all about just to get more ass, more ass. What I try to teach you guys over here is how to be fucking men. It's not always about what gets the most ass. A lot of the shit I teach you guys is about how to get the most respect. That's what your self-respect. You don't want a woman who don't respect you. If you're in a relationship and a woman is acting masculine and she's not respecting you, you don't want her. Are you having fun? Ask yourself. When you at work stressing your fucking head out, pulling your hair out, thinking about you got to go home to this crazy bitch, does that sound fun? Don't sound like fun to me. So you don't want the motherfucker no way. You want a peaceful life. You want a woman that's in submission. If she's not cooperating, you don't want the motherfucker no way. So your only thing you can do is to hold ground. She has to come to you. Now, to alleviate all that bullshit, or to help you alleviate all that bullshit, see, this is why y'all pay me the big bucks, man. This is why I get paid the big bucks. To alleviate all this bullshit, guys, you ask the girl. So like with me, when a girl come in the house, right? When a girl come in the house, she sits down. I either ask her, do she want some wine or do she want some water, whatever to drink. And now I go sit by her. And I just flop right by her. A lot of the times. Not all the times. Because sometimes I want my fucking space, and I also understand that women need their fucking space. That's another thing y'all guys need to see. Y'all guys need to understand. Women are kind of weird. They just need their space sometimes. They just need it, guys. If you got, this is why I tell you, even if you're in a relationship, right? Even if you're in a relationship, I tell you guys that even if you stay with your girl, it's best that y'all only have 2 date nights. Now, I know y'all gonna probably see each other in the bed at night and watch TV to wind down before you go to sleep. But what I'm telling you is, if you get home at 5 and she get home at 5 and y'all spend every evening together, watch how long before she go on her masculine. Women must miss you. Now, I know a lot of you guys are purple pill and you live with your woman, and fine, I get that. But what I'm telling you is, you better have some hobbies. You better have some friends. You better be on your purpose. You better do something where you can get that fucking woman space. You might can get away with 3 evenings out the week. I recommend 2, like a Wednesday and a Saturday where y'all have, that's y'all time where y'all spend the whole evening together. And the other times you out with friends or on your purpose or doing hobbies or whatever you do, so you can get that woman space. Of course, if you live with your woman, y'all always gonna wind down at night, usually 9, 10 o'clock to watch y'all programs together. And that's fine. Y'all live together. You can't get around that. What I am saying is, don't get your ass home at 5 o'clock and she get her ass home at 5 o'clock, and every evening y'all got them locked eyes together. Watch how long before that woman get into her masculine energy. And watch how long it be before she start falling out of love with you. I didn't say she gonna leave your ass. I didn't say that. She could be with you. She might be with you for the next 40 years, but fell out of love with you 30 years ago. If you're going to be with a woman and you're going to be purple pill and you're going to live with a woman, I'm telling you guys, it's tenfold to be when that woman is in love with you, when she look at you. When I just met this girl here in Atlanta, whenever I get ready to, get on top of her and shit like this, when I'm finna go to work, that girl got a big old smile on her face. Like she just won the lottery because she's infatuated with me. She's crazy about me. And I want to keep that. Could I fuck her without that? Yes, but it's much better when a woman looks at you like that. And I like that. So you always would rather have a woman that's in love with you opposed to she still loves you, but she's not in love with you, even though she might not leave you. So that's what I'm saying. By you giving her that space that she needs allows for her to miss you, which keeps the attraction strong. That's what I'm saying, guys. You can spend every evening with your fucking girl. You can spend every fucking evening with your girl, and I guarantee you she's going to fall out of love with you. I ain't said she's going to leave you. I said she'll fall out of love with you. She's probably still love you, and y'all might be together for the next 50 years, have 5 kids, but she won't be in love with you. And for any of you guys that ain't never had a woman that's in love, like I tell you guys, y'all guys want to know, do I believe women love men? And just no, I believe they love the way you make them feel. That's the way I feel. I believe women love the way we make them feel. I don't believe they love us as a person. Because in that aspect, then how could you fall out of love? I'm still the same person. Well, what's happening is I don't make you feel the same way I used to, and that's why you fell out of love. If I still made you feel the same way I used to make you feel, drove all those emotions crazy and shit, then you would still be in love with me. But since I don't do that no more, since I'm boring, since I'm predictable, and I don't drive you crazy like that no more, since I don't let you miss me, now you done fell out of love. But that's another thing, guys. If you sit on the couch and shit like this, and women need space. All right. So this seemed like a little simple little thing, but guys, it goes back to all my principles I teach. You have to give women space, and you also have to fucking always show strength. Always. You never. Everything with women is about strength. But like I tell you like this, how I would handle this, I would not ask a woman to come to me. Either I would let her sit down first, and I would just sit by her. Or if she sits down first and I go sit over there and I just let her have her space, and usually 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the woman will come sit closer by you guys. Just give her some fucking space. All right, guys. All right. I'll get back with you guys later.
The Magic 30. The time when a woman gives up alpha male hunting for beta male hunting. Why? Because she knows time is running out on the clock. She's looking up at the Jumbotron and she sees time is running out. She's late in the fourth quarter and she's like, oh snap, I better put one in the end zone because if I don't, I'm about to lose this game. I'm about to blow it. So it's very interesting, the age of 30 for women. This really is just the turning point for them. Obviously physically, but also mentally. There's something that mentally triggers in a woman's mind the day she celebrates her 30th birthday, especially the day after when she wakes up. Oh snap, I'm 30 years old. At 30, you just kind of feel like you're old now. Wow, I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm like almost middle-aged. And this is a time when a woman has that epiphany in her head that like, hey, I'm still single. I have not locked down the high-value guy. I have not locked down the alpha Chad. What am I going to do? I'm 30 now. What high-value guy would want a 30-year-old woman? You know, and she starts to become her own worst enemy, you know, and she starts to self-deprecate. Of course, when she's out with her girlfriends, all those chicks will bullshit her to no end. They're like, no, 30 is a new 20, girl. Party forever. 21 forever. 21 forever. And it's like, no. Not in the real world, right? Not in reality. You could play that shit in the movies, in a J-Lo movie, or some romantic comedy that you see coming out of Hollywood with all that brainwashing like, oh, this 50-year-old single woman with 3 kids, oh, she got rescued by this Prince Charming who's much younger and much more successful. He just bypassed all that because he saw something in her. Now, that only happens in the movies. Does not happen in reality. In reality, 30 is the turning point. Okay, this is why I keep advising these girls to get married before 30, preferably before the age of 25. Okay, before the age of 25, so that you can give your man your youthfulness, your physical attractiveness that will make him feel good about going the distance with you. It'll make him feel good like, okay, I used up her 20s, I used up the best, like the hottest years of her life. I feel like, okay, cool. You know, I got something out of this. Rather than if you're hooking up with this girl in her late 30s or 40s, God forbid, and you're like, what did I get out of this? She was already used up when I got her. You're not going to feel good about that. You're not going to feel good about that purchase, and you're going to have what we call buyer's remorse. You're going to have buyer's remorse. Like a lot of guys who got married, and then they found my program after they got married, and they're like, shit, I didn't know I could get better. I didn't know I didn't have to settle for a 45-year-old woman because I was 45. I didn't know I could get 25-year-olds. I'm like, yeah, son, you can. You can. It's easy. Very easy. There's no reason to settle for these chicks, you know, past their prime, like over 30. So the magic 30 is generally when a woman gives up the alpha male hunting and starts hunting for the beta male. Right? Really the beta male provisioner. The guy who's going to come home at night. The guy who's not going to ghost her, not flake on her. The guy who will actually respond to her text messages or her WhatsApp messages. Now she's on the hunt for this guy because really she feels like she wasted her 20s riding these alpha males who just pretty much banged and clanged, right? Who ejaculated and evacuated and didn't ever commit to her. They never committed to her, you know? So now that she's 30, she realizes like, oh snap, I can't continue on this same trajectory that I had been on in my 20s. Otherwise, I'm going to be single forever. I don't want that. I need to start hunting for that. My forever man. My forever man. Have you heard this term lately with these chicks? I need to find my forever man. The only type of chicks that are going to say this are the DG, okay? The DG over 30. When these chicks hit their 30th birthday and they have that epiphany, they wake up in the morning after celebrating their 30th, that is when they're just like, dude, no more of these alpha males, no more clubbing for a while. They'll tell their girlfriends, I can't go clubbing for a while. I just need to like get involved with community activities. I need to go to church more and then find this high value guy. And you know, sadly, sometimes they do find a guy, like they'll find the beta provisioner, right? They'll find this beta guy and they will be faithful, or at least normal. Let me say that. They can never be faithful, right? Especially these former party girls. So they'll be like normal for maybe the first few months, maybe even a couple of years. If they could last that long, they'll just be normal. But then they'll come to this point where they'll be like, I'm bored as shit. I'm bored as shit. My man is just too normal. Yeah, he comes home at night, girl. He has a great job, girl. He's great with the kids, girl. We have a home together, girl. We have a car note together. It's just too boring. I just need some more excitement. I just need some guy to flake on me. I need some guy to push my buttons. I remember that one time this pickup artist pushed my buttons and negged me, and I just went home with it. Right? So it's like I'm missing that action. And then she ends up going out there, going back out to the clubs with her girlfriends. And you might have been in these relationships where these girls bullshit you and tell you, like, you know what? I used to party a lot when I was younger. I used to party my ass off in my 20s. But you know what? I've had my fun. I've had my fun. Now I'm ready for you. And then like a sucker, you buy into it. You put a ring on her finger. You marry the girl, have kids. Think it's all like fine and dandy, right? There's no waves or anything. Everything's nice and calm. And then a couple years into your relationship, she starts complaining. I haven't seen my girlfriends. I need to go out. I need to take care of me. What about me? Me, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I need to go out. I need to go out. And then her slutty ass girlfriends that she hadn't talked to in 2 years since she married you starts coming back into the picture. And they start pulling her ass out to the clubs again, and they basically become these ridiculous cougars in the club in their late 30s and early 40s. Like they're these cougars in the club, these cheetahs, whatever you want to call them. They just start sleeping around, right? They're not looking to replace you, but they want to sleep around. And then of course these young guys in the club, or these pickup artists, or not me, but these other guys in the club, these players, they'll like bang your woman, and then she'll go home to you. And that will kind of be your life. She just runs off to the clubs, bangs other guys behind your back, and then she comes home to you while you take care of all the bills. This is why I keep telling you guys, there's a reason these chicks are still single well into their 30s. There is a reason for that. Good women, I will tell you now, good women who are actually good, they always get snatched up in their 20s. They always get snatched up. They have a line of guys wanting to marry them, wanting to make them the mother of their children. Why? Because there's just something feminine about them. There's something nurturing about them. There's something just womanly about them. There's something trusting about them, right? There's something about them that tells them that they're not going to be hopping on the carousel. For the most part, too, I mean, these girls are exactly that. Right? They don't want that. They do want a family life. They do want to find a good man. They don't want to be out at the clubs in their 30s and 40s living that life. They don't want to be going off to like freaking Mexico with their girlfriends to go bang different dudes when they rather be at home with their husband and with their children, because that's what makes them feel fulfilled. These women who are still single into their 30s, this is unfortunately the path that they all follow. I don't want to say all, but I would say overwhelmingly most. They all follow this pattern where they have just been single for too long, and the longer a woman stays single, the less likely it is that she is going to find herself in a relationship. Okay, these chicks will forever remain single. I mean, they pass the point of no return to a point where they just begin to become resentful of men. And if you hook up with these women, you'll notice, if you've dated women in their 30s, especially their 40s and beyond, right? Especially their 40s and beyond, you'll notice there's just this passive aggressiveness they have towards you as a man. So age 30 is typically when a woman, she just stops alpha male hunting and she starts beta male hunting. And, you definitely never want to be that beta male, obviously. But for the guys who fall prey to that because they're not watching coaching videos like this, they're not subscribed to the 33 Secrets, or they just don't know any better, right? They've been raised by the blue pill matrix, by the mainstream media pushing their social narrative to empower your woman, empower your woman. These are the guys who fall prey to these women in their 30s thinking they hit the jackpot. Yep, finally got the hot girl, finally got her, I'm badass, I got the hot girl, not realizing that, you know what, under that hood is a lot of problems. The hotter she is, the bigger red flag. It's like, how come you're not married or something, right? You're pretty hot. Why aren't you married yet? Why are you still single? Bad men. Didn't find the right guy. They always blame it on the dude. Ex-boyfriend was crazy. Yeah, well, who chose that guy? Who chose that guy? So understand, guys, 30 is the magic number for these women. for locking down a partner. If they don't do it by then, they're just going to continue riding the carousel. They're going to continue banging different dudes. They're never going to be able to function in a normal, healthy relationship. This is why you don't want to bag one of these girls, especially if you're looking to be to build a family. You don't want to bag one of these girls over 30, because you're going to get your ass handed to you. You're going to see what you're in for, and then you're going to come back to this coaching video and go, shoot, man, M was right. He was right. He was right. And I could have saved a ton of money. Right? I've had a few guys like way in the past like bitch about the cost of my program, and back then it wasn't as high as it is now. But I mean, back then they were like, "Oh my gosh, it's this much, and I don't need it. It's fine." And then they got married, and then they came back 5 years later, even less than that, going, "Shit, why didn't I buy that program?" Now I'm stuck. Now I'm getting divorce raped. Now she's trying to take my house. She's trying to take the car. She's trying to take custody of my kids, and I'm like, dude, it was all in my program. Quick plug. 33 secrets. Beware of these chicks. Even these chicks heading into their late 20s. If she's still single in her late 20s, like even 28, 29, gotta ask yourself why. Because she's crossing over into sudden death overtime. You gotta be like, okay, girl, why are you still single? How come nobody put a ring on your finger when you're 21 or 22 at that age, right? Because you're obviously old enough. Why didn't you do it? And then listen to her excuse why. There was an old Newsweek article that said a single woman in her 40s is more likely to be killed by a terrorist than find her forever man, than find a LTR who will go the distance with her, like marriage, family, the whole nine. She is more likely to board a plane and get killed by terrorists than she is to find that man. And I know a lot of these feminist bloggers and vloggers and HuffPo and all that tried to debunk that article. And even Newsweek itself tried to retract that article, because we entered more of like a PC, feminized, woke environment where everyone's like, it's like cancel culture everywhere. So they tried to retract that article, but you can still find it online. And all of the points are on point. All of the points are super valid and hold true even to this very day. Okay, even to this very day. As I've always said, like, the longer a woman is single, the more likely it is she's going to remain single. Because the more guys she's going to sleep with, the less likely she's going to be able to pair bond, the more resentment is going to grow in her head towards men. The more she's going to rely on government and politicians to become her new boyfriend, her new husband, her new daddy. And she's just not going to be able to be feminine anymore. So, anyway, guys, drop your comments below. As always, let me know what you think about these girls turning 30, going from alpha male hunting to beta male hunting, and that epiphany they have for where they wake up and they realize, like, shit, I'm 30 now. I can't get the alpha chads. They're not paying attention to me anymore. Maybe I need to settle for these beta males that I was flaking on throughout my 20s. These beta males that I was ghosting, that I was never returning their texts. I need to start paying more attention to them. It's just funny how the tables turn, isn't it? Super, super funny how the tables turn. The script gets flipped on them overnight, right on their 30th birthday. But again, feel free to drop your comments below. And as always, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified not only whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube, but also whenever I live stream on YouTube. Okay? That's why you want to make sure you're notified, because whenever I live stream, I don't really announce it, I just go live. So if you're notified, you'll find out right away. You'll get on your cell phone like, M is going live, baby. I got to jump on. And then you'll get to ask questions. So make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And obviously, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Obviously, they don't like promoting this type of content. They just don't. So I need your help by subscribing to my channel. It helps me out a ton, and I would very much appreciate it. And for you guys who want to support all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s under the age of 30. 8s, 9s, and 10s, the hottest and most attractive looking women out there. Same type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching, closing every single week. And I kid you not, every single week we make this happen regardless of what virus is going on, any racial division, any new president coming into the White House, right? We are making things happen, and we're continuing to grind and live our lives and pick up the hottest women out there. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lesson from me. So take advantage of it. This is $1 for the entire first month. And all you need to do, real easy to get signed up, just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. Peace. I'm out. Just like a rap video.
So I'm going through a bit of a phase right now where I'm a little bit sad and lonely. So instead of looking for a relationship, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a puppy. I would just like to address something. So recently I posted something about how I can be really lonely being single sometimes. And so many people responded being like, well, just learn to love yourself and, work on yourself, and then the right person will come along. And while I appreciate that and all, I do love myself, and I have worked on myself for years so I can truly love myself and love my own company and my alone time and everything else. But that doesn't mean that I can't also be lonely sometimes and want to share my life with someone. So, the next time someone says something like that, just know that it might be slightly insulting when your only response is just work on yourself and someone will come along.
According to the U.S. Census, 53.2% of women ages 18 years of age and older are single, alone, and unmarried. That's a lot of women who think being strong and independent is the way to go. See, ladies, when you've been fed that narrative and lie and you latch on to it and you run with it, what's going to happen is it's going to leave a void within you, a void where you think that a dog, a cat, a lizard, goldfish, a bird is going to fill. No amount of pets, no amount of times you go to that shelter and you volunteer and you do all these different things is going to fill that loss of masculinity, direction, security, protection, guidance. That's what you need. See, ladies, I understand you and you're lonely. Most of you are miserable. You cry yourself to sleep. It doesn't feel good being single. Because as men, we have a lot of things to work on. We have a purpose. We're not really supposed to seek out relationships like that. It's very feminine. So we have our business. We have different things going on. We go to the gym. We go out and hunt. We go out, compete into the world. We build and create. Ladies, you're supposed to be building and creating for a man at home. But since you don't want to do that, now a lot of you are sad. You're lonely. Heck, most women, believe it or not, they think that I'm just going to work on myself. Because notice she said that in that video. She says, I've been doing things to build myself up and make myself happy, basically. And I've been really working on myself. But I want some companionship. Well, here's the thing. No man is going to come out of thin air and say, oh, you've been working on yourself. Oh, great. Okay. I want to be your boyfriend. I want to be your husband. It doesn't work like that. And that's a big reason why you ladies are single, because you don't want to put yourself out there. You don't want to do any work. You just expect Prince Charming to just, oh, there he is. And you expect him to win you over. You expect him to do all these different things for you. And on top of that, ladies, your standards are ridiculously crazy. I know women, and I've seen them, 250 pounds. not wanting to date a guy who's 250 pounds. They want a guy who's in shape, who goes to the gym, who has a great physique. It's insane. A lot of women, they want a guy who makes six figures. Okay, so why should he commit to little old you when he can be free, when he can sleep with any woman he wants, when he can do whatever he wants? Most women, believe it or not, are just getting pumped and dumped. A guy hits you up, you can come over at night, you can watch a couple movies, have some wine, and that's it. And this is why most women are lonely and single, because you don't possess the qualities. You haven't really worked on yourself and done the things that you need to do to keep a man. You've just been told, oh, I could just give him sex and that's it. And a lot of you ladies come with a bad attitude. You don't come willing to serve and please and be submissive. See, the 3 S's you ladies need to keep a man. Are you ready? The 3 S's: sex, silence, and sandwiches. That's all you need. If you want to keep a man, ladies, sex, silence or peace, being submissive, and sandwiches. Learn how to cook. See, ladies, ask yourself this. Do I know how to cook? Am I willing to learn? Am I willing to serve and please a man in the kitchen? And most women aren't. They say, well, I don't have to listen to no man. I got a job. I got a degree. I can do these different things, but you still want a relationship. You want to neglect a man's needs, but you want your needs met. You're living a 2022, 2023 lifestyle, but you want a man to give you a traditional sort of lifestyle. You want him to court you. You want him to do all these different things. So ladies, you want your cake and you want to eat it too. But it doesn't work like that. And you're starting to see more and more women single. Each passing year, that percentage will go up 60, 70, 80 until there's going to be tons of single women with cats, with houses, with dogs and different pets and lizards single. That's because you're not willing to do the work to keep a man. You're not willing to put in that effort. You're not willing to go above and beyond to keep a man, to secure a man, to make a man happy. Believe it or not, guys, I've seen women who say, well, I don't know how to cook. And they laugh like it's a joke. And it's like, you don't know how to cook? And they just refuse to cook for a man because they think it's beneath them. Ladies, have you asked yourself, what can I bring to a man's life to make him want to be with me, to make him want to keep me? Because if you haven't asked yourself that, or if you haven't asked another man that, what's going to happen is you're going to be lonely for your entire life. You're just going to be passed around. You're going to be on a carousel, getting ran through, and the guy's going to be like, oh, I ain't trying to deal with you. Trust me, men know who they should commit to. We're not dumb, and we pretty much know right away. It doesn't take us years and years to really want to be with the woman. We know if that woman possesses the qualities that we want. A woman who's going to be an asset, not a liability. And believe it or not, most women don't ask themselves, what can I do to make a man happy? But ladies, you want a man to make you happy. You want a man to do all these different things, take you shopping, make you laugh, take you on adventures, basically pay your rent, pay the mortgage, take you on vacations, do all these different things. Just think of this, ladies. You want a man to do all these different things, but when it comes to you doing something for him, what do you bring to the table? That's a hard question for you ladies, because most of you are going to say, I don't know. I am the table. No, you're going to need a lot more, because your degree means nothing to a man. Your job means nothing to a man. That's for you. So what are you willing to do? Are you tired of being single? Because it's a lot of women like that female in that clip who are just fed up. They're on TikTok, they're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all these different social media platforms. They're crying out because they are tired of being a third wheel when their friends go out. They're tired of seeing couples holding hands and doing different things, and they're sitting there wondering when a guy is going to come sweep them off their feet. So ladies, you're going to have to go out there and get the guy. You're going to have to put yourself out there. Unless you want to be single and be totally fine with your dog, like that female said, she just got a dog and no, you're still lonely. You're still unfulfilled because that masculinity, that void, listen, that's a light to you guys. Ladies, most of you are dark holes and you need something to grab onto. You need a man with a purpose, a man who's a builder, a man who has a vision, a man who you can ride his coattails and get behind and follow. So what it would be, what are you willing to do, ladies? Or are you just going to sit around and say, well, I'm going to get another cat. You don't listen. Don't do that to yourself. And if you do, you're still going to be sad and lonely. So are you willing to give a man sex, silence, and sandwiches? It's up to you. Those are the 3 S's. See, that's easy, ladies. But if you are unwilling to do that for a man and you just think, well, he should just love me for me. No, it doesn't work like that. See, commitment means sacrifice. And you ladies want commitment. You want a man to sacrifice his time, his money, his energy for you. Why should he do it? That's the question. Yes, you want commitment. You want a relationship. You want a boyfriend. Some of you want marriage. Why should he do that? Why should he sacrifice? Why should he commit? Why should he stop whatever he's doing in his life to be with little old you?
Okay, so this is like something that like I really want to know. So today I was at school and I walked in like the little village area, like, you know, I was just chilling. I was doing my homework and I sat down to do my homework and this really fine black man walked past me. Disclaimer, I'm black. But anyway, so he walked past me and I was like, damn, he's
I don't know. Some are like, yo, disclaimer, I'm black. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of the people who are always in YouTube comments be like, newsflash, everyone, the girl in question is not black. She's biracial. And they get all excited about making that distinction. Of course Obama didn't have black people. He's biracial. Raised by a white woman. Yeah. Newsflash, I'm Ethiopian.
He's really cute. I'm not gonna talk to him anyway, but like in my head for a second I was like, he's really cute. And then I was like, oh, he's tall, like he's an athlete, blah blah blah. And then you know what I said to myself? I said, this black man probably don't even like black girls. He probably doesn't even talk to black women.
Man, sometimes I get so excited. Sometimes
fucking piece of shit.
I get so excited because I pick these videos because I know.
You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing when you did that. When you picked that shit, you knew exactly what the fuck you. Hey, bro, you want to film tonight? Yeah, sure, whatever. You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing.
Hey man, this is what happens when you care about someone. You curate things for them.
You don't care about me. Fuck out of here.
But you know what I do care about?
Must be the money.
That is exactly because this is money.
Oh man.
On the topic of this kind of behavior and this kind of thinking, I think what kind of peeves me about it is like sometimes as a black dude you can just be in this space minding your business and this person has all this crazy inner dialogue and looks at you like you're garbage, and I'm like, yeah, I was just here. Yeah. You don't even know me. No. And you're convinced that I have all these terrible views. And it's just weird to me that as someone who is marginalized, you're going to do immediately the same thing to an individual who may not even be deserving of that. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when, like, dudes go up to a girl, they're like, hey, baby, you want to get some dick to, right? And they're saying all this gross stuff, even though it's not who they actually are. They get a little bit of liquor in them and they act really goofy.
Yeah.
And all it is, it's like a preemptive strike. Like, I already know you're going to probably reject who I really am, so let me just do this whole little charade and this stupid dance so you don't even get to really reject me. It's the same idea. This is all just self-preservation. It's bad. It's not healthy. And when I see it, I just get disappointed in people. And that's the same for this girl. She's a beautiful black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right up my alley, right up my type, right? And the idea that I could be walking down the street and this person is so convinced that they're, you know, that would probably be something that I'd be off-putting. To be like having to deal with that, it's like that might be something that makes someone not want to deal with you. So if you feel this way and you constantly think this way, address whatever you got going on inside so you don't take that negative energy into your relationships and your dynamics. Because if you do, that could be the reason why you miss out on really great people. She's upset because she feels like black men marginalize black women and have no interest in them, right? They have these preconceived notions about what black women are like, and they're like, I hate them, so I'm gonna go for different women. And then but her, without knowing the man in front of her, has preconceived notions about what that individual's like and what he's into, and therefore they're going to move forward with that in her head. So she's doing, in a weird way, what a lot of black dudes do, which is like, I already know who you are, therefore I'm not even going to give you a shot. The same way black men, so some black dudes will be like, black women are like this, so they're not worth it. She's doing the same thing to this man. This black man's probably not going to be into me. He's into other stuff, so I'm not even going to open my... And there's an interesting cycle there. I can't tell you how many times I've had women say, oh, Abba, you look like you're into white women, not knowing my dating preference whatsoever. Not knowing how many times I've been shot at black ladies and been turned down. And I'm not jaded. I'm not mad. I'm open. I'm always going to be. But it's just interesting to me that there's all these preconceived notions that people come into situations, and oftentimes they're so wrong. But here's the thing. It really just comes down to a very simple thing. It's a self-defense mechanism. Yeah, I think you don't like me, so I'm going to disqualify myself already so you don't even get the opportunity to reject me. But you also will know what you miss out on. You miss out on having an opportunity at all. That's the sad reality. There's plenty of people out there that you probably disqualified that may have actually been interested in you. But because you come in with so much of this negative energy to try to preserve yourself, you stop yourself from having a lot of good connections in your life. You know, and that's a sad cycle that I see repeating itself. We have to stop running with these notions that this is like a common, everyday, everywhere thing, because the truth of the matter is 87% of black men are married to black women. 87% of black men are married to black women. That doesn't mean that there aren't a group of them who prefer going out. That doesn't mean that there are some of them who don't have terrible. But we also have to be careful to not make an over-representation of these phenomena, because we make them far worse than they are. But what it ends up doing is it actually exacerbates the very issue we think is so rampant. And so I was just going to say, if you feel like you don't get the shine that you deserve based off, you know what's not going to help you? Coming in with negative energy. It's not what you want to hear, but sometimes that's the truth. And those are my thoughts.
But I'm going to tell you why I'm triggered like that when shit like that happens. The reason why all this happens and why I'm triggered like that and why I'm like, I lose my shit sometimes and I roll my eyes and I leave is because it comes back to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, some of my bullies were teachers. Some of my bullies were black people. But some of the bullies that I had were black women, okay? I was not black enough. I was not man enough. I was a idiot. I was this. Sorry, I used the word, but that's the word that they use, all right? I don't know how many times I heard that, and I was not, and I just, he this and that. And most of the time was really just because I had respect for them, because I didn't try anything on them when they were like necessarily in their most vulnerable position or stuff like that. Understand? So whenever someone tells me, oh yeah, you probably just like white women, first, it brings me back to you calling me not black enough. You don't even know me. And then you're just deeming, yeah, he's like that. He's one of those, a traitor. He's that. It brings me back to that time where they were my biggest bully when I was just not enough. Not manly enough, not a man enough, not none of that enough. Until I have a woman, I have a wife, I have a girlfriend, and she happens to be white. And you got a girlfriend, you? Oh, word. Oh, all right. Oh, she's probably white. And I'd be like, yes, she is, but she's not. I don't go out with her because she's white. I go out with her and she happens to be white because I could be dating other people, other races and everything and stuff. You know what I mean? I didn't select her because of her race, but it brings me back to that. Oh, yeah, it must be because you're not really a black man. You're not really black. So you're going to go out with your own kind of whiteys over there. You know what I mean? That gets to me because I'm like, yo, you're marginalized and you're going to marginalize your own kind. That's just stupid. And I told you that time when I was in the chat, I was on this platform called Clubhouse, where I thought it was really just Pisces, but apparently it's a platform where people talk. And I was in this room, right? This was a black room, and people was talking mad shit about white people, and there was this dude that was calling white people snow roaches and shit like that. And I was like, bruv, you're gay. So if my white wife is a snow roach and that makes you a cockroach. That's your definition. I mean,
you have to be petty for it.
I had to be petty for it, but I didn't even say that. I was just like, I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm just going to shut the fuck up and stay quiet about this shit because I can't win. I can't win. Bruv, the amount of time.
Go ahead.
It channels to a lot of things, okay? It's a lot of things. Okay, it's first and foremost, just in general, disclaimer, just forget that she's a black girl, okay? Just the fact that she's a woman, that's how women flirt. They get these ideas and they go by them and they run with that. I don't know what it is about women in fantasy or what they think. Oh, he's probably like this and like that. Oh, he doesn't like this and he's like that. This type of guy that wakes up in the morning, take 2 coffees. Why coffee? And they go with these whole things and schemes and they run with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't like how he made you feel. How he made you feel. Well, he looks like this and he looks like that. And that to me means this because my ex-boyfriend really, he had that. So you haven't even spoken to the dude. You just go about this whole fantasy about how things are supposed to be. Because, man, you fucking triggered me, you fucking piece of shit. Because you go about all these tangent about, ooh, I know what this is. This is, first and foremost, he's a Leo. So Leos are like this and like that. So he must be like this and that and that. So it must be like that. So therefore, what's his ascendant again? What time were you born? 9:15 in the morning. So 9:15 in the morning, his ascendant is a Virgo. So you know that doesn't work. And they run with that whole scheme without even talking to the dude. There's a whole thing that goes on their mind. You know the ghost of the bitter bitch? That's her sister right there. The ghost of what the fuck are you talking about? It's like the whole and then she runs with it. And then that's even before she is a disclaimer black girl. And then you have to take into consideration the disclaimer. Now you have to take the traumas of the person. All the traumas. So they already go about doing a whole bunch of stories about the person that they are looking at now. Well, there's a trauma. You have to take in consideration the trauma. Not only the trauma as being a woman, but a trauma as being a black woman. And yes, there's some men out there that do not date black women. But then you're just going to go out there and be like, and just make this whole story and be like, I'm probably not going to date him because he probably doesn't even like black girls. Yeah, he doesn't.
Whew. We can get deep into this.
He probably don't even think twice about black girls at all whatsoever. And this is something that has been happening to me since high school, and I'm so tired of having to wonder whether or not black men even like black girls. It's so disheartening.
What's been happening to you since you were in high school? You making up stories about black people, black men, whether they are, it's like you don't even know. Yes, there are some, But what's been happening? Oh, he doesn't like black girls. Oh, he doesn't like black girls. Oh, that's been happening to you? Then it didn't happen to you. You made it happen to yourself. And the thing that happened is that, like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like there are no black men that do not have these thoughts. Like, there are no man. That's not what I'm trying to do. I know there's some out there, and it's just it's been a while since I have a conversation with one of them. But when I have conversations like, yeah, black men are like, black women are like this, black women are like that, I'm like, ugh, you're the reason they hate me so much. You know what I mean? You're like, this phenomenon exists. I'm not gonna go out there and be like it doesn't. I'm not, because it does exist, and I understand why she has that train of thought. Like, I'm not gonna go out and be like she's crazy. It's not even what I'm trying to do, because she does have a point. There are some men that do think like that, right? I understand where the hurt is from. That's why whenever I walk New York with my girlfriend, which she's white, and I walk with New York, I hear all sorts of comments coming from black women, not even knowing me, not even knowing what I like, you know? And I hear all the comments. I don't say shit, and I said that before, because I know where the hurt is from. I understand. So I'm not going to go out there and be like, yo, shut the fuck up. No, I let them talk, because I understand. I get it. I get where it's from. When you played the tape, I said tape. That's how old I am. When you played the video, I was like, ooh, okay, who's this? I was interested. I was like, oh shit, all right. Hey, what's up, girl? Who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Right.
And then she opened her mouth. She's like, oh, that's cool, right? I'm like, yeah, cool. What happened? What happened is cool. Tell me about it. I saw this beautiful black man. And then what happened, shorty? I'm pretty sure he's
It's just your insecurities. The same way guys might come out here and be like, oh, she's a beautiful woman, she's got to be a bitch, right? It's the same idea.
Same thing.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So you guys got to manage that. You guys got to manage that. And it's unfair to the black dude who was just existing for you to put all of this on him. So just be mindful of that. And that's pretty much all I really had. You got anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. Hey, if you guys are liking today's video, leave a like, comment, all right? We appreciate it. Help us out with the algorithm. It takes 2 seconds. Just go do it.
A não ser a vontade de te encontrar, o motivo já nem sei, nem que seja só para estar ao seu lado, só para ler no seu rosto uma mensagem de amor.
If you got a nigga that like you and like say Drake slide in your DMs,
yeah,
who you riding with?
This sounds very familiar to something that happened to me.
Ooh, proceed, my nigga.
Do share.
Do share.
No. I gotta drink the rest of my drink to share that.
Okay, well let's answer this scenario first. So you got a nigga.
It depends what she wants to do. If she's
we talking about you, Vanessa. If you have a nigga and Drake's. Wow.
I'm
crazy.
throwing ass back.
You talking about Drake?
That's
Drake?
Yes.
Drake.
Would you leave your nigga for Drake?
Would I leave my nigga for Drake? Like,
man, I would. I would throw that nigga in the trash for Drake.
Yeah, like would I leave?
She said leave.
Are you letting your Drake?
Yeah, you are.
Are you?
Hell nah.
But that means always competition, you know, and that's to the highest.
Competition?
That's to the highest degree.
This is how it's gonna happen. This is.
UT, what it is, it's your boy Steph. About to go hard in this video, and it's very simple. Yes, she would definitely get dug out by Drake. She would definitely leave you for Drake, because women think on a hypergamous level. they think in terms of one-upping, two-upping. They never, ever, ever think they're average because they live in their own delusion. Steph is cold. What you mean? The average female is not going to get with the average man because she's entitled to a Drake. She for the street. She will leave you for Drake. She will get dug out by Drake and then come back home to you. And then you're going to accept it back with open arms. I got open arms for you. I'm going to come with open arms. Big hug. That's you. That's you. Now you got some ladies that be like, but y'all would do the same thing if y'all was a man. Y'all would sleep with a celebrity, wouldn't y'all? So we'd do it too. Again, women don't understand that the man and the woman is not the same. We don't have the same options. The marketplace value in the dating game is not the same for a man and a woman. One is the pursuer, the other one gets pursued. One has to prove, the other one just has to exist at default. One cheats because he needs to just bust. The other one cheats with a guy that's greater than you because of lust, because of hypergamy. Steph, what you mean? I'll explain. And I always said this. So when we cheat on a chick, you know, I just need to bust. That's it. That's all I need to do. My emotions is not taxed. I just need to literally bust a gallon on your face. That's it. Or on that fat behind. On them cheeks. I need to spread them open and bust a gallon. That's it. That's it. No emotions, no none of that. That's how us men think. The woman, on the other hand, this is why all I want from you is to get dug out by you don't really work from a woman. Because subconsciously, you're looking at me as an object. Right? That's how they think. They think we're looking at them as an object. But see, when a woman really likes a man, when she really likes him, that's when she gonna cheat with. To do what she really like, that's what she gonna get dug out by. When we cheat, I don't like you. I don't want you. I don't have my feelings attached to you. I'm gonna go right back to my girl. As soon as I get in your guts, I bust gallons. I'm going back to my chick. Don't call me, don't text me. I don't like you. Because as men on the average men scale, the man cannot cheat up because the average man is not hypergamous. He doesn't have the ability to choose up to get the chicks that he wants. He has to choose from what's left. The woman, on the other hand, I'm not even going to go to the woman. I'm going to stay on the man because I know some women are kind of confused. In other words, I can't go get with the baddest chick and cheat with the baddest chick when I'm with you, baby girl. In other words, that's what that means. In other words, when I'm on brick mode, like Hawk in his prime, when I'm in brick mode, I can't, I want the baddest one. Nah, I gotta choose whichever one want me. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't the real cute one. I just need the bust. The woman don't think like that when she finna cheat on her man. She don't think about she just need the bust. She think about I need the biggest, the finest, the best thing to bust on. And I'm not going to do it unless I find him. And I really like him. And ooh, I really like him. I shuck him off. Ooh, I really like him. I bounce on him until he busts. Ooh, I really like him. Ooh, it's just something about him. Ooh, it's just something about him. And she catching feelings for you because she really like you. Because she just really, that's why it hurts worse when a woman cheats. A woman be mad because you cheat with a chick that's uglier than you. Duh, that's how it normally is. It hurts the dude because you cheating with a dude who you really like. You cheating with a dude who you really see yourself with because he's selling you that dream and he making you feel good. You just find him just, ooh wee. You find him so attractive, so handsome. You telling his homegirls, ooh girl. Tell me I'm lying. So of course you would cheat with Drake. You can't compare the woman going with the celebrity versus what the man is going with the woman's celebrity. I have to become somebody in order for me to get that kind of a celebrity chick. I gotta become somebody. All the woman gotta do in today's age is look somewhat decent. Don't let her have something fat back there and something fat up here and her face is a 7. If she has that, any celebrity can hit. Let me say that one time. If she got something fat back there and something fat up here and her face is somewhat decent, any celebrity will slide in them DMs and hit. It's fair game. Facts! For the man or whatever. For the man? For a man for that to happen? Oh, you gotta be top 1%. She not even looking your way! She not! She not even looking your way, G. That's why you can't compare it. Oh, you heard what she said in the video? She was very astonished. Oh, heck yeah, I would do it with Drake. I mean, would she be that astonished for a dude her level? No. No. Because they men don't think hypergamous. We don't think like that. We don't think up. We don't think in delusional terms. You know what I'm saying? Men can dig out who they can. Who they can. Not who they want. Whoever accepts me and whoever likes me, those are the kind of chicks I can dig out. The woman can dig out. The woman can get dug out by any man in this world. The woman can get dug out by any man in this world. And please don't let her have something fat back there. Now see what Drake did to the Naomi chick. Prime example. She has something fat back there. And he got inside them sweet, watery guts. When women cheat, they really, really like the dude. Let me say that one more time. When she cheats, she really likes him. She it's just something about him that she just likes. When we cheat, I'm just trying to bust and you can get out my face. Please, I don't ever want to see you again. Please leave, please. She for the streets, bro. Y'all gotta understand this. If Drake slide in your chick DMs right now, it's a wrap. Social media changed everything. It's all fair game. Your chick is fair game. Here come the chicks. Well, the niggas is fair game too. Nah, baby girl. Only the 1% man is fair game. Like I said, one exists at default. One has to prove themselves. In order for you to become a 1% man, to get those kind of quality chicks, you have to prove yourself to the marketplace that you're that guy. All she has to do is exist by default, G.
You're a resource to her and not necessarily a person. And you have to understand this harsh reality when it comes to basically any female that you bring into your life, that you start dating, even a female friend, right? Say you're not even dating her, say she's just like a friend of yours and there's nothing there. You are still looked at as a resource to her. You know, maybe not a financial resource, but an emotional resource that she can lean on, that she could, you know, a shoulder to cry on. Somebody who can help her move. Somebody who can help, you know, take her car to the shop or pick her up from the airport whenever she goes on trips with the Chad. Either way, you are never really looked at as a person to her. You are forever looked at as a resource. Okay? Not even an invaluable resource, but just a resource, because sadly, there are many, many chumps out there who are more than willing to push their own lives aside to do favors for anyone in a skirt, right? There are more than enough chumps out there, like, just willing to do any favor that any of these girls ask them to do, and they don't even have to be that cute or that good looking. These guys will just do it. So you're not even an invaluable resource to her. You are a replaceable resource. Okay, you are a replaceable resource. No different than playing in the NFL. If you're in the NFL, unless you are just a superstar, if you're an average player in the NFL, you are very much replaceable, and at some point they will replace you, right? At some point they do replace you. Even if you have like 1 or 2 bad games, they'll replace you, right? And it's no different when it comes to, you know, having relationships with females, whether it be on a friend level, dating level, or even a professional level where you're just working with them. Still, beyond just a coworker, you're really seen as a resource, right? Somebody who can help further her professional career. Somebody who can help make her life at work just a little bit easier. Okay, at the end of the day, that's what we are, guys. We're just seen as resources, right? And again, it doesn't mean financial. A lot of guys get so stuck on the fact that, like, oh, women just want money, they just want your money. And, you know, there are a certain type of women out there that do, but I've dated plenty that could care less. Like, financially, I'm doing the best that I ever have, and, you know, I can't think of a single woman I've dated in the last 10 years that's really been like, oh, give me some money, you know, do this, do that. Yeah, I haven't really experienced that. But I mean, I have come across girls like in field that I could tell like they're all about the money, right? And obviously those are not the type of girls that I teach you how to pick up. Those aren't the type of girls I pick up. Those chicks, for the most part, are gold diggers. Not a good breed to connect with on any level. But for the point of this coaching video, when it comes to women, I mean, that's how they see us, guys. They see us as a resource, as an object, and not really a person. They're just not wired for that. You know, they're just not wired to see us as people. Let me just say that. They're just not wired for it. They're not wired to see us as people. And even when it comes to like females dealing with other females, this is why they are so competitive with each other. And this is why a lot of them can't even work with each other. Even women hate female bosses, right? Because they know what they are about. They know that they are about sabotage. They know they are about manipulation and using people for their own benefit as a resource. So a lot of times they don't like each other, and they get very, very catty, and they do like all sorts of like really, really dark, underhanded shit towards each other to kind of knock each other off the pedestal, right? They kind of pull the rug out from underneath each other just to get a leg up on one another, right? It's like very, very manipulative behavior that they display with each other, you know. But when it comes to dealing with us as guys, as us men, they more or less see us as a bunch of dopes that they could just be like, oh yeah, smell my perfume. You know, this is why they do all that shit. They wear the makeup, they get the curls in their hair, they wear the heels, because they want to get us to do things for them, right? They want to use us for things, and they want to basically use us for our resources. And like I said, it's most times it's not even financial. It's emotional, it's physical. Like, hey, can you carry this big ass box from here to my car? Can you help me load my groceries? Can you help me move my furniture to my new condo? You know, it's always like some sort of resource that we are needed for. This just kind of goes in line with the fact that women cannot love us the way that we expect to be loved as men. They can't love us like that. The way that a woman can show her love for you, as stated in the scriptures, is by respecting you, praising you, and being loyal to you. Right? Respecting you, praising you, being loyal to you, admiring you. That is how, for us as men, feel that the person loves us, when they can demonstrate those qualities to us. Problem is, very few women demonstrate those qualities to their men as it is, but when they do, they generally have a long-lasting relationship. Those type of relationships normally don't fizzle out, right? It's just because the woman is really taking on her role as a woman. And assuming the guy is taking on his role, those relationships generally last. They don't split up and they stay together. Even though the woman might view him as a resource, right? Like a resource for something, it's usually a resource for somebody who's going to kind of like take the part of the man in the relationship. It's usually the resource of somebody who's going to lead her, kind of educate her, add value to her life. It's that type of resource. It's not the type of resource that you'll experience with most females out there, whether you work with them, whether you're friends with them, whether you're dating them, where she sees you as somebody that can kind of move her life along and move her forward in life with less effort. You know, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. She sees you as a resource who can make her life easier. Until she proves otherwise, of course, right? That is a harsh reality a lot of guys don't want to accept, but like I said, it's in the Bible. I mean, in the Bible itself, Ephesians chapter 5, it literally says for men to love their wife as they do their own body. In the same breath, it does not command women to do the same. And you might think like, how come it doesn't tell women to love men? It tells men to love women. In my opinion, the Bible is way more enlightened than any of us are, and it knew that women cannot love men, right? It knew that women can't love men the way men would perceive love, but that is also why the Bible says that you know, it basically commands women to obey their husband, you know, to treat him with respect, to praise him, to value him, to admire him, right? Because the Bible knows that that is the way that we interpret love. So that's why it commands women not to love men, but to show men that she respects you, she admires you, and she will give you praise. Because for us, that is what love is. Okay? And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube. Okay? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill content that I am teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there approaching and closing every single week in every part of the world. I am not kidding you. I have students in every part, all 4 corners of the world now, right? And these guys are out there gaming all the time with success and getting the girls that they want to in their lives. They're not settling. They're not, you know, like most of our high school and college friends are, where they just kind of, you know, didn't learn this stuff, so they settled for the first like semi-cute, semi-fat, semi-pudgy okay looking girl in their social circle. No, when you learn this stuff, you will not have to settle for that. You will be able to get a bomb ass girl who is above what you're used to getting out there, right? An 8, 9, or 10 into your life, and many, many more like her. You won't be stuck settling for that one cute girl in your social circle. Instead, you'll have an abundance of options to choose from. And right now, it's only $1 to get into 7 months of mastery. It's only $1, and it's real easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website, or you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. Women want what they can't have. Women chase what they can't get. Women want men that elude them. They don't want guys that are easy to get, guys that are predictable, right? Guys that they feel certainty with. Instead, they want guys that are unpredictable, guys that make them feel uncertainty, guys that keep them in mystery, guys that keep them on the edge of their seats wanting to know more, right? They don't want guys that they can get in their clutches so easily. They want men that they can't have, right? I think it's just part of human nature that we just want things that we can't, you know, that we're being told, no, you can't have that, right? It makes you want it even more. But this is especially true for females and female nature, that when they are told that they can't have something, almost like children, it's like they want it 10 times more. The last thing that any female out there wants is a guy that she knows she can have at any time. Your old blue pill self might have been telling you things like, oh, I have to make sure the girl knows I'm available. She knows that I'm single and I'm not seeing anybody. You might be like dating somebody on the side. You might hide that fact. If you've had a girlfriend recently, you might try to hide that fact too. Like, no, I'm completely single, girl. I'm totally available. And then you kind of trip out because you notice that the girl, like, has no attraction for you. She doesn't bite. She doesn't bite on that, right? Why? It's because females are not wired to want things or be attracted to things that she knows she can already get anyway. She's wired to be attracted to things that she knows she can't get. She can't have so easily, that she has to work for. Because, again, just going back to us as humans, we don't value things that we don't have to work for, right? Especially true with females. They won't value anything, or anyone for that matter, that they didn't have to work for. As long as she knows that she can have you at any time, she's never going to value you. And this is why I tell guys, you know, hey, if you're seeing other women, if you're dating other women, especially if they're hotter than her, younger than her, it pays to be honest. It pays to tell her, yeah, I'm seeing other people, right? It's counterintuitive to what you've been raised to believe, what the blue pill matrix has taught you to believe, right? Counterintuitive, because you're actually telling the girl that you're seeing other women. And you would think, like, no, if she finds out I'm seeing other women, she's not going to like that. She's going to be turned off. And it's quite the opposite, right? It's quite the opposite. This is why I don't hide my social media. I don't hide any photos that I have with other women, because when other women see that, they get even more attracted. Sure, it pisses them off initially. They're like, why are you even trying to date more women? You have enough. You know, it pisses them off. But the underlying subtext of that is that they're intrigued by it and they're attracted by it, right? Because they have competition anxiety. They feel like, wow, if all these other like attractive women want him and are with him, they've pre-selected him, there must be something interesting about him, right? That I want to find out. See how that works? So a lot of times honesty is the best policy, especially if you're seeing other females, right? And even if you're not, sometimes it's just good to let the girl know that you're interested in other females. Like, yeah, there's this other girl at my gym. She's really cute, really young, and just, tight body. And, and you'll talk to her almost like you would a guy friend and tell her about this other girl. And again, you would think like that would turn her off, right? Contrary to popular belief, it would not, right? Counterintuitive. By telling her like you're attracted to this other girl who you find attractive, who you find hot, young, thin, it communicates to her like, wow, what am I, chopped liver? Am I not good looking enough for you? It communicates all the right things to her, especially if she's the least bit cute. I mean, I'll tell you right now, every single guy in her life is throwing themselves at her feet, being like, oh girl, just me and you. I'm so available for you. I'll dedicate my life to you. I have no one else. I'm just a low value male and I need you because I'm a needy little bitch. She's not interested in that. She's not interested in a guy that she knows that she can have. Females don't want guys they know they can have. They want guys that they can't get, right? That they can't have so easily. Guys that they have to work for. And if you meet these chicks in field, no matter how hot they are, the worst thing you should do is make yourself seem like you're completely available for her. You have like no plans whatsoever. Your schedule's wide open to go out with her. You have nothing else better to do, nothing else going on in life but to wait for her to say yes to a date with you. Absolute worst thing you could possibly do. Best thing you could do is tell that girl about other chicks you're interested in. And if you're dating other women, tell her about those girls, right? What you're doing is you are lowering her guard, right? You're lowering her guard where she is not seeing you as like another one of these beta orbiters or these potential male suitors who's trying to like sell her on him, trying to convince her like, oh, I'm the guy you should go out with. Instead, you're going in the opposite direction. You're telling her about other females. So you're removing yourself from the position of like you're trying to get in her pants and you have this agenda. Like all the other guys, again, all the other guys in her life trying to like get in her pants. They're all doing that same thing. Instead, you're going in the opposite direction and you're actually telling her about other women you're dating or other women that you are interested in dating. You're actually being honest about this and you're telling her, hey, I find these other chicks hot. And at the same time, you're not really communicating any interest in her. You're just giving her something to chase. Okay? And by doing this, she's going to start to wonder about you. She's going to start to wonder, even get a little insecure about herself. Like, why isn't he into me? Why isn't he talking about me? Why isn't he trying to like get me out this weekend, right? You're going to start occupying her thoughts, right? And that's where attraction comes from, is once you start to occupy the girl's thoughts, just by default, she will become attracted to you, right? She will become emotionally invested in you, which is what you want. They're not attracted to guys that they know they can have. They're attracted to guys that they know that they can't have, that they can't so easily get. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Okay, also hit that notification bell, right? Very important, you guys. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. Okay? More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, right? It helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe. So please subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this highly valuable content even further, red pill, gold pill, platinum pill, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. Same exact type of women that myself and my students are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, every single week. I have students all over the world just totally killing it, crushing it, meeting beautiful women every single day using the same exact lessons that I teach you in my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery. And right now it's still only $1 to get in, so take advantage of it. Still only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, and that's the absolute best way to support my work and my channel and everything I'm doing here. Really easy to sign up. All you need to do is just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.